We all go a little mad sometimes.
Get you.
You are under darkness.
Here's Johnny.
Hello and welcome to the Horror Hour, the place where we discuss, debate, and disagree on all things horror. I'm one of your hosts, Yutaka. Hello. And I am joined with my other fellow co-host, George.
Good hello. Good hello. Good hello. That's what we're going to go with. That's what we got. That's what we're working with today. Good hello.
And unfortunately, Ben couldn't be here today because, well, he is a little alien and we did not allow aliens on set today. So today we're going to be talking about American Horror Story double feature, Death Valley. So with that being said, you kind of know where I'm going with this. George, I'd like to hear your thoughts first. What did you think on this episode?
Okay. I think I enjoyed it a little bit more than the first one, just a little bit more. I mean, maybe again, there's only 2 episodes left. So I'm like, how are we? I need to see where the connection of the 2 timelines is going to come in. Because right now I'm like, why are we doing this? We just need one. And I would prefer the one in the 60s. Because this present day one is like, I mean, it went from 0 to 1,000 today in that episode. I watched it like literally 20 minutes ago, and I was like, by the end of it, look, I love as I said, I was so excited for this alien thing, and I really do actually, for the most part, enjoy the 60s aspect of it. I really, really liked the woman who's, spoiler alert, now dead, who played who was the housewife who was the alien. I thought she was really cool, and she had such like her voice, even though obviously it was slightly modulated, but she had like, there was just, and the look was just really quite cool. And then they were like, oh, Sarah Paulson, let's give it to her. And I was like, right, well, like, we don't need this. I understand it was part of the story. I had no idea at first. I mean, also maybe because I'm not very well up on American politics and history. Like, I had I mean, I obviously know who Kennedy is, and I know who Nixon is,
but not Eisenhower.
Tricky Dicky, because of Doctor Who. But yeah, and I had to Google it because in Doctor Who he says they meet him and he says, say hi to David Frost for me. And he's like, David Frost? And I was like, who the fuck's David Frost? And then I had to Google the interview. Sorry. But that's why it's American Horror Story, not British Horror Story. But yeah, Eisenhower, I didn't know who that was, unfortunately. And I was really confused at the time because I did genuinely think at the beginning of the first episode that gentleman, maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough, that the guy who Sarah Paulson is married to, I thought he was the president. Because he's playing golf, and to me, I thought that's what presidents do. So then in this episode, when they were like,
it's not wrong. I know you're not wrong.
So in this episode, when Nixon was like, we need to tell the president, I was like, well, he's the president. And then we got a Mr. Kennedy and Marilyn
So
came
random.
in. I was like, of course they did. Of course they did. It's like, really? But for the most part, I find that element of it more interesting. However, I will say, and I feel like this is the same remark that I gave in part 1, like the only part that's good, and I have to say, is that Angelica Ross looks great again. That's the only thing I can, like, she looks cool. You don't think she looks cool?
Okay, well, I'll okay.
Before she took the helmet off, she looked and sounded quite cool. But yeah, so that are my thoughts. I enjoyed it a little bit more than episode 1, but I'm still there's too much going on, and there's not enough time to develop it all. And all of those friends are so annoying, and I'd like them to all just die. Yutaka, your thoughts, please.
Damn. All right, so Ryan Murphy can't do aliens, in my opinion. I just don't think it's doing, to me, I'm not. This episode was rough because, as you said, yes, it went all over the place. If he were to have stuck with the, in the past, what was it 1950s, 1960s era, I loved it. I thought that I actually liked seeing those actors. I everything was looking great. I was upset about the housewife because I really liked her. I did like when Mamie kind of was like a boss ass bitch, but I think that era is doing much better than present day because that is just a hot fucking mess. One, that's the whole. First off, I laughed so hard when I saw the alien sonogram. I go, that looks so cheap. I was like, that's awful. I'm like, Jesus. And then they're up there. They are incredibly annoying. But they're all hot. I'm gonna give them that. They are all hot.
That's why they were cast.
Yep. So, and I was really bummed because, okay, again, you got Angelica Ross, this beauty, this queen. And I did like what she looked like until she took the helmet off, because even then I was like, that's your design for the alien? I go, I mean, at least it was great to see the big eye had a lash.
But she's not an alien, is she? She's one of the kids.
But that's still...
Like, she's half alien, half human.
Yeah.
Why. So she's not like, because the full alien design is the little green men looking one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I do agree. It was like, they kind of went, okay, how do we do this whole half and half? Let's just stick a prosthetic over her eye.
Right. I was like, okay, well, cool. It's like, you guys went out of the box on that one. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. And I am bummed because I think because that they've broken it up in two separate stories, I feel like a lot of the talent has been wasted. And where I think they're going, just my idea, is that somehow one of these, in this part 2 Death Valley, one of these is a movie that somebody had written from Red Tide.
Yeah, like it's
one of his screenplays.
Possibly.
I don't know. That's my guess, because this is so outlandish. But I truly mean, Ryan Murphy can't do aliens. Like, Asylum would have been one of the best seasons ever. And then he's like, you know what? We're just going to toss aliens at the end. And I'm like, it's overcrowded, sir.
I say I'm the only person who enjoyed the aliens in American Horror Story Asylum. But this is like, but there was like an element of mystery there, and it was all very, you were really intrigued by it. Whereas this, I'm just like, it's not like I'm going, ooh, what's going on? I'm just like, what's going on? Like, because I just have no idea. And I'm like, it's going to be this case where it's 2 episodes left. I was really excited at one point when Angelica Ross came on the screen for the first time and they were asking who she was and she was fixing all of the liquids. I was like, if she takes that helmet off and goes, I'm the chemist, then I'll be like, well done.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Because she was
George,
like,
you should have written the show.
I should have, but she didn't. And so now I was like, oh, okay. I was waiting for the literally, I was like, it would have been perfect. The literally said, who are you? And as she was fixing the thing, she could have taken, and she would have, I'm the chemist. And it would have been like, that makes sense. And it links the two. And that would have been the whole military thing.
I would have loved that. Oh my God.
But no, that didn't happen. So, I mean, yeah, like you say, I feel like they've got to connect them in 2 ways. Otherwise, why would you do it like this? Why would you want to do
absolutely. I totally agree. I just, and it sucks because, back in the heyday, I say, American Horror Story used to be great. And I, again, state that I think Ryan is just so stretched over the realm of all these projects that he has, that I just don't think he can devote that time and attention. And so this is what we're getting, and I'm really upset. I think the last one I really liked was 1984. Like, I truly enjoyed that.
Well, that was the last series. So.
Was it?
Yeah.
See? Oh God. It feels like it's been forever. Maybe it's because I also watched American Horror Stories. Oh.
Yeah.
But
that was rough.
So we're still gonna stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
I did hate that when he was given birth, they decided to not show that.
I know. I was like, this is the perfect part
That
to
was,
get.
I was like, guys,
Maybe we'll see it at the end of the beginning of the next episode, but I doubt it. There'll probably be.
I mean, I sat through that entire episode. You couldn't give me like a cool death.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's see what they do in the next 2 episodes.
Fuck.
It probably won't be enough. I mean, they're 40 minutes without, adverts. So it's like you're not getting enough. They're doing 2 timelines. So you're getting like half and half. You're getting like 20 minutes of each. But it's just not enough.
No, But hey, guys, we're going to keep sticking through this because we know you want to see what we think of it. I feel like you do. I hope you do. That's why you're watching us.
You want to see us complain about Ryan Murphy's rating.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's... So, yeah, I think that's our review on American Horror Story Death Valley, the 2nd episode. I'm sure it has a title, but I just can't seem to care at this point.
I think it was cool. Yeah, I did see it, but it was nothing exciting.
So,
yeah,
that's what you get.
That's what you get. But tell us what you thought about that episode and what you're thinking so far and how you think if there is going to be a connection, what the connection might be. What did you think of Angelica Ross's design? What did you think of all the different things? Let us know in the comments below, because we want to know if we're the only people that just don't like this. Maybe everyone really likes it and me and Yutaka are just negative Nancy's.
Yeah, and we do really respond to all the comments. It's one of us responding. I promise you that. And hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Okay.
Yes.
If
and
you
the
hit
bell,
that
the notification bell.
Yes. Because maybe, just maybe, that'll bring Ben back down to earth.
Because he is, well, I mean, Yutaka was so distressed by that last episode. As you can see, he had to leave the planet.
Mm-hmm.
You can see behind him, he's at a tree in the middle of space because he was. To be fair, I could, to be honest, what you just did, I would not be surprised if something like that happens in the next episode. And it is just someone going, ooh. Because it's just what Ryan Murphy would do. So, but yes, let's see what happens, Yutaka. Let's see what happens.
So, all right. So stick around because we've got plenty of more stuff for you. We've got new merch, which will blow your fucking mind.
Like the aliens,
Except this is actually good.
Yeah, in a good way. It'll blow your mind in a good way.
It's so... Kyle is a genius. And then we've got some review collaborations. That's right. I will be collabing with Ms. Destiny again. She's a huge horror fan as well, and she's going to help me review the rest of the Welcome to the Blumhouse series, and I'm really excited to talk about them.
That's going to be fun. You two have got such a good rapport. I really enjoyed your review of Superhost together.
Because we both liked it. I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see her thoughts on these 3 because, yeah.
I'll stick around and click that notification and you'll be able to see what both of their thoughts are.
All right. Thanks for joining, guys. Bye.
Bye.
You have been listening to the Horror Hour. See you next time.